Hello YouTube, it's Matt here with an update on our home build, and I'm going to show you our server room to be, which is that colourful area over there. Let's go. First of all, a shout out to Joe Rowley, who has helped me conceive this project and has been working on it with me, and he's done lots of the install himself as well. Thanks, Joe. So to say that I get excited by nice looking plumbing, servers, mains installs and water installs would be a massive understatement. So I'm going to show you our server room. We haven't actually done most of those things yet, but we've got the bare bones in. First of all, the amazingly chavvy lighting, which I know won't be everyone's cup of tea. Obviously it can go on, non-chavvy mode as well, but these are individually addressable LED strips. I'm using the SK6812s, which are RGB WW, that's RGB warm white, so you get a real natural warm white colour if you want. And so starting off, we've got this DIN rail enclosure. First of all, the steel conduit, which I'm very, very pleased with. This 100mm steel conduit, so plenty of room for the home electrics to go in the conduit. And we've got this massive DIN rail enclosure, which I'm going to use to put all the automation in. And we've got entry points for that here, 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 and in the top, and then lots of really quite big holes, as you can see. And then this is a 30-way consumer unit by Fusebox, and the entry point actually goes behind that because this is stood off of the wall. So there's plenty of space for wires to come in and in the back, and there's also a couple of, I think, did we put in? Yeah, we put some of those in. Some male bushings to get wires up there, and we've got similar male bushings in the top. So this conduit actually gives us an exit point for wires up through here. So this is our stairs coming down, but this is actually to the right of the stairs as you come down. There's a little panel in the wall that we're going to create. There's another one here for this one. So you've got two exit points, so loads and loads of space for wiring. This is my sump pump controller, which is going to be eventually moved into there. So then onto the water in the boiler and heater. We've got the low loss header. We've got the Magna Clean to keep the water clean of metal. We've got the boiler pump. This is a 32 kilowatt Wiesmann boiler. It's called the Vitadens 100. It's got a lot of technology in it, an awful lot of technology in it. It's got Wi-Fi built into this boiler. Then onto our underfloor heating manifold, which is this bit here, and the pump for it, and the pressure gauge. We have got, unfortunately, we had to bring this round above the level. This is the waste for the condensate for the tank, which is here. And then we've got 5 pumps for the radiator zones that are not on the underfloor heating. That red thing in there is the expansion vessel for the boiler, which we thought would be a good idea to put it in there because, how else can you use that space? Oh, and obviously we've got LED strip, individually addressable LED strip around here, so you can turn this into disco mode as well if you like. This is on non-warm, but we can put this on warm white mode as well. So onto the tank. The tank actually is built on this little pedestal, heavily reinforced, of course, for 210 litre tank. And the reason for that is so that we can put salt under there for the water softener, the whole house water softener, which is going to go there. We've got this thing here by Best Water Technology, BWT. That's going to go there. And then that's our tank. And as you can see, it looks like it kind of disappears into the ceilings, because it does, because we've got these stairs that go up there, so we utilise that head height for this. So we have to plumb it in, bring it down, plumb that top outlet in, bring it down, put it back up again, and then plumb the rest of it in. Yeah. Oh, and the server rack. Here is the server rack. As you can see, it's not fully populated by any means. We've got a 3000 VA UPS in there. We'll get some more in, I think, for the sumps. We've got my Dell R510 server with 192 gigabytes of RAM, because why not? And because I like to run virtual machines. We've got some power distribution units. We've got switching. We haven't got any patch bays in here yet, or patch panels in, because we haven't actually done the Cat6 wiring in the house yet. But obviously that's going to fill up with patch panels. I've actually got a DIY PoE patch panel, a special 24 port thing, which lets you plug in a voltage to give you DIY PoE, which is really cool. So I can choose like 18 volts from a Dell charger, or maybe something a bit more powerful than that in terms of wattage. And then I'm going to use that to power various automation things. I've got myself a little lockable drawer, a little sliding tray for the old laptop. Obviously life wouldn't be complete without one of these things in here, so I can like listen to the radio. Yeah, so that's the server cabinet. And yeah, so power for the power so far, we've got, as I say, we've got a 30-way consumer unit, and for power we've got this is on its separate RCB. Everything's RCBOs, obviously. Well, not obviously, but we are not using the kind of standard old way of doing things with split RCDs and MCBs. Everything's on an RCBO. And we've got a huge amount of diversity, way over the top. In fact, this server room, this plant room, has got 4 circuits to it. So we've got one which is for server rack direct. We've got one which is for server rack UPS, and then we've got this one. These two are on the same circuit, and they're on the same circuit as these, and they're going to be for plant room general. And then we've got another one which was not wired in yet for boiler and tank. So they'll be on their own separate RCBOs. So that's pretty exciting. Well, if you think like I do, then that's exciting. For most people, it's probably not. You'll note I haven't terminated our enormous 25mm. I mean, you can barely move this stuff. And I haven't finished putting the 25mm into the trunking yet. Because that is going to need a bit of heft, and I'm going to need to push very hard on that in order to do this ring up, and I just haven't got around to it yet. That's not live, by the way. We've got a temporary supply coming in, which isn't that one, FYI. This is all earthed, as it's temporary site mains, but yeah, this one's not live yet. That's my sump pump controller unit, with readout of the 3 sumps in terms of percent full and how many millimeters is the reading on the sump ultrasonic water level sensor that I've installed. I've got a test button, as you are required to have by the regs, and buttons for silencing, and then you can arm or disarm these alarms. And that obviously hooks into Node-RED. I say obviously, if you know me, that hooks into Node-RED. That is going to end up in there, probably DIN rail mounted in a different form factor. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this little tour of our server room to be. Hugely over the top, but you've got to be proud of your installs, haven't you? And I'm pretty proud of this one so far. Thanks for watching.